Out of all the new driver pairings in Formula One this season, the partnership at Mercedes of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton was the most intriguing and highly anticipated. After 5 seasons of having Valtteri Bottas as a wingman, Hamilton got a brand new teammate and one that has been linked to that second Mercedes seat ever since he joined F1. A tall order was in store for the 24-year-old, as the 7-time world champion is one of the toughest teammates you can have. But in his first go at a head-to-head with his fellow countrymen, Russell achieved what only 2 other Hamilton teammates have been able to do, and that's win the season head-to-head and finish higher in the standings. Although a difficult season for Mercedes, there were plenty of highs and firsts for Russell in what was a strong debut year at the Works team. So we'll do a dive into the numbers, and look at how Russell was able to get the better of Hamilton in 2022. The early struggles of the W13 made it quite difficult for both drivers to excel, but it was Russell who adapted quicker to the tricky machine. He turned his Mr. Saturday nickname into Mr. Consistency as he finished the first 9 races of this year in the top 5, while taking 3 podiums along the way. Hamilton steadily improved, however, and went on a strong run of 5 straight podium finishes before the summer break. Let's take a closer look at the statistics behind the Mercedes head-to-head in 2022. Both drivers managed an average qualifying start of 6th, with Russell's best quali being in Hungary, where he took his maiden pole position. It was the races in which Russell had an advantage, as his average finishing position was 1 higher than Hamilton's at 5th. He outscored Hamilton by 35 points in the championship, and was close to finishing in the top 3 thanks to his consistency. On the other hand, it was a year to forget for Hamilton, as it was the first F1 season in his career in which he failed to score a victory or a pole position. It was still a strong end to 2022, however, as he finished with more podiums than Russell with 9 overall. The head-to-head in terms of race results goes in Russell's favor at 12-10, but the qualifying battle was reverse, with Hamilton getting the better of his teammate. Looking at 16 dry qualifying events where we can get an accurate read on the gaps, the margins are extremely close, with Hamilton edging out Russell by an average of 0.012 seconds a lap. This is the best a Hamilton teammate has done in qualifying against him since Fernando Alonso back in 2007. Russell's 2022 season at Mercedes was quite impressive, but not all that surprising. Although it was his first full season with Mercedes, Russell has been quite familiar with the Works team for some time now, and also through his one-off appearance in Sakir. This season was the big question mark as to how Russell would live up to the hype and how he would measure up against a stronger teammate. Well, he passed his first test with flying colors, as the young Brit got the better of his World Championship teammate. But does that show that Russell is already stronger than Hamilton, and that he's taking over the role as team leader? It would be too quick to rush to this judgment after just 1 season, as the battle between the two was extremely close. To assume Russell has Hamilton already covered would be very premature, but if Mercedes improve their car performance for 2023, they could have 2 drivers fighting for the championship. If the Brazilian Grand Prix taught us anything, it's that Russell can handle the pressure of leading a race and execute under the highest of stress. It also showed that Hamilton will have his work cut out for him in the next few years, as Russell won't be an easy opponent. He still has plenty room for improvements in terms of his wheel-to-wheel judgments with other drivers, but at the moment, Russell looks ready to join the likes of Verstappen and Leclerc in a fight for the title. 2022 was an excellent debut year for Russell at Mercedes. His consistency was superb throughout the year, and this helped Mercedes salvage a lost season. Nobody would have expected them to be challenging Ferrari when we started this season, but the strong pairing of Hamilton and Russell kept them in the fight. The relationship between the 2 Brits was a positive one, but assuming Mercedes give them a car capable of running at the front in 2023, we could be in for an all-time intense rivalry next season. So what did you think of George Russell's first season at Mercedes, and do you think he can beat Lewis Hamilton once again in 2023? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed watching this video, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so.